I'll be right back. Okay, man. Hey, what's up, everybody? Deborah just got here, so I was just saying hello to her. Hey, Michael, Crispy. What's up, everybody? Hello. Yo, Pinoy, what's up? What's up, everybody? All right, cool. We're all here. Excellent, excellent. Fuck yeah. Okay. Let's get going. So, you guys might be looking at the price of Bitcoin right now on my screen and going 42,727. I haven't updated it yet. Let's see where it goes. 42.7. Let's refresh the page. Holy shit, 43,375. Let's see what Harmony's doing. 1924 is now 1958. Hell yeah. So I wanted to go live because I knew that was happening, and I wanted to make sure to go live and show you that the price was going up, and that's exciting, and I love capturing that while it's going live. And we'll just show you what that looks like on the chart there. There it is. Okay, man, we are looking beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We are looking very, very nice here. Very special. Well, look at here. Look at here. Look at the title. See that? It's true. Haven't you? Okay, so Taco, what's up? Crispy Michael, Token Tony Z, Deer Slayer. Hello, everybody. Hello. Pinoy's in the Discord. Yes, yes. We're just hanging out. And we are going to pack some bowls here. And we're going to watch the price of Bitcoin go up. This is the cherry pie. Yeah. I'll have to check it for seeds. This was... looks like a seed. I found a seed. Look at that. Right on the edge. It looks like it might have survived. I don't know. I doubt it. Probably got cooked. I can't believe I spotted that, man. Good eye, mate. Good eye, mate.
Hi guys. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everybody. On January 1st. Okay, there you go. Ready? Okay. Okay, we're gonna smoke. You guys, Deer Slayer, Michael Haskey, Billy Bong Thornton. That's not right. No, that's old. Let's get rid of this. And Tiffany Phillips. Hello, Tiffany. Happy 2024. Okay, here we go. Yes. And we are watching Bitcoin. Wow, look at Bitcoin, guys. It's about to hit 43.5. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Alright, let's do this. Oh, we just lost Bitcoin. Okay, right when I brought him up. Okay. That's cool. We'll do that later. Alright, well.
Cheers.
No organic cannabis. Cheers, Deb. Cheers, everybody in the chat. I'm so glad I spotted that seed. No, I never heard of Bitcoin TV. There are a lot of strange crypto people out there, that's for sure, man. It's a different animal, man. It's a different kind of person, you know. They were, for a long time, a lot of those people were pontificating to the planet about what crypto could give them, and no one listened to them, and they went ahead and they bought in with their money, and they proved everybody wrong. $100 or whatever. And you know, now they're rolling in it, and they come out and they're like, I was right all along. And I just don't think they get the satisfaction they deserve, because crypto hasn't done what it's gonna do yet, you know. And I think when that halving happens this time, I think they're gonna just be completely vindicated by anybody who ever doubted. You know, we've got the naysayers out, like Jamie Dimon from Morgan Stanley or whoever the hell he is, piece of human garbage that's just, oh, anybody that engages in crypto is a criminal. You know, all these people are going to come around. They all have, so many of them already have, and it's just, it's not there yet to the point where we could say I told you so, you know. I'm really looking forward to that day. And I'm also looking forward to the day where people no longer give those people any credit or any platform to put out their bullshit, you know, because they're so toxic. Bitcoin Cash TV. Oh, I got you, Deer Slayer. No, I never heard of that guy. It's a new one to me. You know what else is new to me? $43,500 Bitcoin. It's been like a week since we were this close. And I remember I told you it was going to go to 44 and it never did. We're so disappointed in that. Well, now, wow, it looks like a shooting star. Don't you know, don't you know, don't you know that you are a shooting star, Bitcoin? Don't you know? Yeah, you told me he was live right now. But I'm live right now too, Deer Slayer. So we're gonna do us. Yeah, so is the crypto kid. You kid. Hey, it's a young finance, bro. Crypto is a young platform. It's for younger people who started on it young and are just, you know, they're eager to learn and their brains are still imprintable, and, you know, they're able to suck up information like sponges. And if any of them got into trading and learned the ins and outs, man, they could be millionaires in a couple of weeks, no problem. When I saw what Billy Bong Thornton was doing this morning, he was talking about doing a short and putting leverage on it and all that shit. You get one of those right, man, you know, you make a lot of money really quick doing that. But you got to do more than one. And that's the thing. You got to be good and you got to be consistent and you have to learn and you have to know which market you're following too, man, because I've noticed that the things that I've noticed on Bitcoin doesn't work the same on Harmony or Polygon or Ethereum, some of the other ones. Everything's different. But Bitcoin is like a classic. It just seems like it's a classic, almost like a stock. It runs this, the patterns work the same. Like this morning, we had this gigantic head and shoulders pattern on the morning show. And I told you guys, we're going up. I said there's a huge inverse head and shoulders pattern. Does anybody remember that on the morning show, me saying that? Anybody can find that and make a clip of it, send it over to me on Twitter. I'd greatly appreciate that. It's in the morning show, this morning show. I can see, I'm looking at the inverse head and shoulders right now. I can see it right there. So this was, okay, when were we live earlier? What time was that this morning? That was, what, like 9 a.m.? Around 9? So that there was an inverse head and shoulders around 9 a.m. And I can't tell. This thing never wants to work right. Why do you do this? Why does this suck so bad? There it goes. There it goes. You gotta click it and drag. So at 9 a.m., right before 9 a.m., here it is. We had a giant inverse head and shoulders. There was this one, it happened at 6. It was like 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. It looks like 7 a.m. And the head was at 6:45 a.m. So there's a giant shoulder here, head, shoulder pattern. And then it went up and went down and went up again. And then I think this head and shoulders. Sure enough, man, look at this. Look at the reaction, man. It's so nice getting it right when you get it right. And then I'm just going to go to 7-day and go back to the... Even on the 7-day, it's beautiful. We were up to 43.6. And I believe we hit 44.2. That's 43.7. I think we hit 44, like 1 or 2 or something. 44.5, 43. We got up to, guys. That was within the last 30 days.
Is this on?
I think it is. Yep. Man, the sun tint on this window is amazing. When you close that, wow, that cuts back immensely on the sun coming through. So, tsunamis are in California. Yeah, tsunami. Is it from from Japan? A tsunami? Dude, is that in the news? Oh, tsunami wave hits Japan. Oh my God, no! Oh my God, no! A 100,000 residents ordered to something. God, just you get the earthquake and then you get a tsunami. Rain, so I beautiful. Hey, Rain, so I beautiful. Hey, how are you? Rain, so I beautiful. I am fine. How are you? Thank you for asking. Where are you in the world? I'm in Orlando, Florida, in America, in the United States. What country are you in? Let me know. Let me know. I'll get this bong hit ready for another bong. I'll let you bong hits. That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, man, it's crazy, Taco. No, I don't know about the California thing. There's nothing really came when I typed in tsunami. Nothing came up about California. It was all about Japan. Yeah, we're okay. I think there was like a tsunami warning in California a few days ago or something. I think it hit with something catastrophic. I can't remember. Big flood. Didn't California just get like a big flood? Like in the last couple of days? I don't know. Well, that's horrible, man. Destiny's reading through the Trump indictments. I don't know why he's doing that. I'm so not interested, dude. It's over for Donald Trump. 11 days ago. He's responding to the Legal Eagle. That's we started watching that earlier, but Legal Eagle is so hard to watch sometimes, man. I mean, were you watching the show this morning when I was playing Legal Eagle? So we had Legal Eagle on, and I go into like, because he's just, I don't know if it was because he was being monotone. I think it was. But I couldn't pay attention to anything he was saying, so I turned it off. But with Hassan covering Legal Eagle, I think it's going to be a little bit more colorful, so let's check that out. Maybe we can take up from where we left off. Oh, let me turn my sound. I just realized my sound's off. Oh shit, my sound's off.
For trying to make the court staff miserable during the holidays. That's not a joke. That's
I just realized my
actually
PC
what they
sound
wrote
was
in
off.
their briefing.
That's an...
Oops.
Bro, Trump's legal team is insane. It is literally the clown show. It is a clown fiesta. Did he actually run out of lawyers? Like, what is happening? What a defense, dude.
I'm like, where's the sound?
Let's hear from the...
He's
from the
cursing,
legal
so that
team,
this is...
okay? 'Cause
when Hassan
when I
uploads, they edit out all of his curse words, and he curses more than I do.
And law understanders in the chat, plenty of pre-law, plenty of 2L, 3L, but also even like actual bar passing ass labor lawyers and the like in this community. But you know what we don't have?
Sure.
Legal Eagle. So that's what I want to hear. I want to hear what he has to say.
Legal
For the
Eagle's
Supreme
great.
Court
We all love Legal
the
Eagle.
SCOTUS may decide this sooner rather than later, and that's good news for some
43-6,
and bad news
guys.
for others. Now, Donald Trump basically says that the Constitution gave him absolute power to do whatever he wanted as president. And
Cheers,
without
Deborah.
criminal
Cheers,
prosecution.
everybody.
Then I have an article too where I have the
No
right
Larry
to
Gunning
do
cannabis.
whatever I want as president.
And former President Trump has asked an appeals court to dismiss one of the criminal indictments against him because of this alleged presidential immunity. But Special Counsel Jack Smith has now answered Trump's claim with a petition for certiorari that might as well be entitled, "That's not how this works, that's not how any of this works." And Smith doesn't want to waste any time. He wants the Supreme Court to decide this issue without waiting around for an appellate decision. So can Trump be tried, convicted, and punished for acts he committed while president, or is he absolutely immune from federal prosecutions for these alleged crimes? And what is the Supreme Court going to do about it? Now, on August 1st, 2023, a federal grand jury in Washington, D.C. indicted Donald Trump on 4 counts of attempting to interfere in the 2020 election. The indictment alleges that while Trump was still president, he participated in a conspiracy to defraud the United States, that he corruptly obstructed the certification of the presidential election results on January 6, 2021, and that he
This is not even the. This is not the Colorado one, right? This is the Jack Smith one, which I think is.
Yeah, this is the Jack Smith case.
More. I think it's more important than the
Way
Colorado
more.
one.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
way more important. Way more important.
I thought he popped off. This is an older video, right? Legal Eagle did a new one today. No, this is from today, man. What? This is from today. The problem is, Legal Eagle.
This is crazy that we're getting these.
It takes a long ass time to make these videos.
There's
Because
a video of the
a lot of
waterfall
research and effort that
somewhere
goes
playing, I
into
think.
it.
I hear it.
So the one he made is.
And if there's something that I don't want on right now that is on. Here
the
we
Jack
go.
Smith
Here it
case,
is.
Which, in my opinion, is still
Taking all
more
my bandwidth up.
important than the Colorado one anyway, which is why I wanted to take a look at this.
Can you believe
I
that?
did think originally that
Can you
this was
believe
the
Oh, nope. Didn't fix it. I thought maybe it fixed it. I was all proud of myself.
the Colorado one, however.
conspired with other people to do the same, and that he violated one or more persons' constitutional rights to vote and have their vote counted. Now, federal district court judge Tanya Chuck.
God, Hassan is just as boring to listen to as Legal
Legal.
Eagle.
March 4th, 2024.
Oh my God.
But Trump recently
Now I know
filed a
why you guys
motion to
watch my
dismiss
show.
the indictment on the grounds that he has
You
absolute
know?
immunity from criminal prosecution for acts taken within the outer perimeter of his official.
There's a lot of nuclear power plants in its path. Cheers, Dave C.
responsibilities,
Token
and that the
Z.
indictment's allegations
Cheers,
all
everybody.
fall within that scope. Trump also argued the double jeopardy principles and the impeachment clause barred his prosecution.
678,
Smith opposed Trump's
687.
motion on the grounds that
Dude, really? You can't play me a video? YouTube, really? I gotta close another window.
Which browser are you on?
Opera, which has just been nothing but garbage. Is this on? Yeah, this is on. Oh, here, let me turn that off. And this one is on too. Oh, wait. Fucking malfunctioning.
President does not have absolute immunity from federal criminal prosecution. The district court denied Trump's immunity claim and rejected the impeachment clause argument. Trump filed a notice of appeal to the D.C. Circuit and moved for stay of all proceedings in the district court while his appeal was pending. And under federal law and Supreme Court precedent, an appeal suspends trial proceedings, specifically anything, quote, involved in the appeal. So I think in an abundance of caution, Judge Chutkan has now halted most aspects of the case, although we don't know exactly how much the case is halted and for how long. Trump's appeal on the immunity issue is an interlocutory appeal. An interlocutory appeal is an appeal to the Court of Appeals before a conviction or a sentence. And federal procedure states, quote, the filing of a notice of appeal confers jurisdiction on the courts of appeal and divests the district court of its control over those aspects of the case involved in the appeal. So consequently, Judge Chutkan's order
He's usually
pauses
pretty
any
interesting.
further proceedings that would move the case towards trial or impose additional burdens of litigation on defendant. However, her order is limited in 2 respects. First, the state deadlines and proceedings are held in abeyance rather than permanently vacated.
Today.
And Judge Chutkan said she would release the March trial date if jurisdiction were returned to her.
I don't know if I'm like lived up on this shit, but I do feel like the Supreme Court, I don't know how narrowly the Supreme Court, not the Colorado decision, this is the other one, this is the Jack Smith one. I don't know how narrowly the Supreme Court could like define the circumstance to allow Trump to get away with not being criminally prosecuted for crimes committed in office. It feels like if they were to defend him, if they were to deliberate in a way where Trump is above criminal conviction for anything he's done while in office, that doesn't just like set a scary precedent. That is the precedent. That makes you the God King. Like, if you're president, you're a king. Like, I joked about it before, but it's like prima nocta. Me lord!
Thank you, baby.
Me lord, take my firstborn on her night of marriage. She is yours type shit. Okay? The entire purpose of this, like fake-ass Democratic Republic shit we have going on is kind of because we don't like the whole monarchy concept. So, for me, it does feel somewhat strange to just undermine literally everything that the founding fathers
Must be nice.
Intended for. Like, sure, they were, white land-owning, slave-owning aristocrats, and they were proto-capitalist dipshits, many of them. Some of them had some good ideas, for sure. And they did some good things, like, giving a big fuck you to England. Respect to that, okay? However, having said all that, there was, like, one fundamental principle that they kind of agreed on, which was that no matter what we do, we shouldn't do the whole monarchy thing, right? Like, that was a big deal, so I don't know how there's, like, any literalist, textualist interpretation of the Constitution where you're like, oh, no, actually, the Founding Fathers did want a God King that is above the law, that certainly could get away with doing crimes. It's literally the fucking whole purpose of like, we can't agree on much, but that is the one thing that they were very openly against. Hassan Izabai says there's quite literally one correct answer. The president is not a king and is not above the law, therefore not immune from any criminal prosecution, state or federal, as that is what the founders literally created the position of the president to be, because, they didn't love the idea of a king. However, Lord knows how the fuck this case is going to, since the originalism is made up bullshit. Yes, I agree with the second thing that you're saying. However, and I say that all the time, it's just simply a way to make reactionary decisions seem like it's a way to make reactionary decision making in the Supreme Court seem like it's actually apt and actually intellectual and not simply just
you agree with the name?
Political posturing from the right. However, there's definitely no originalist interpretation that says the president can be above the law. Like, that's kind of the whole fucking point. If SCOTUS rules were Trump here, they are literally also rewriting history. They would literally be saying the Revolutionary War was definitely not fought because the American colonies were sick of the oppressive monarchy. No, but this is, like, beyond. Like, for example, they did that. They already rewrote history when talking about, like, what the founders intended with respect to, like, abortion. Obviously, it didn't play a role in their, I guess, constitutional interpretation, constitutional law interpretation, but there was a lot of padding. And there was a lot of massaging of the truth about what the founders thought about abortion, for example, even though they were pretty positive on it or didn't talk about it at all, right? So at the time, it was not even a question that, like, abortion was a common procedure that that people engaged in. So clearly, they did not have a leg to stand on within the framework, right? However, having said that, as far as, like, rewriting the entire reason why the United States of America exists, that I feel like is a relatively big fuck you. I don't know, maybe I'm too libbed up on America juice, where I personally think, like, America stands for something. I don't know. I feel like if there was one thing that America stands for beyond, like, what the continuation of white supremacist indigenous genocide and whatnot, there is, like, one thing that America stands for, and that is, like, not being a monarchy. Kind of the whole purpose. So I don't know.
Second, the court's other protective measures are not in abeyance, which means that Trump still has to follow his pretrial release conditions and the judge's gag orders. The judge also said her protective orders guiding discovery and jury procedures are still active, and it's theoretically possible the entire criminal process.
Yes, you're right, Chatter. You said, you always say Americans are overly vibes-based. This would go against the vibes too much. Yeah. Like, abortion definitely went against the vibes and definitely wasn't great. And definitely, there was a lot of backlash from that. This, on the other hand, I feel like is like spiritually against everything that Americans have learned and Americans stand for. Like, we don't give a shit about women's bodily autonomy, okay? There's enough people in the country that will be like, yeah, this is really fucked up and I'm going to protest against it. But like, okay, but it's women, right? This, on the other hand, is like spiritually everything America stands for.
Prosecution of Trump is not necessarily stayed. There's case law
It's like
stating
the one
that
thing
an
that
appeal
was
only divests the federal
objectively
court
a
over
good
control
thing
of, as I said, those aspects of the
people
case
believe and
involved
learn in school, mind you.
in the appeal. Here, that could mean the rest of the case continues to move forward, but as Judge Chutkan notes, there is no circuit precedent on the court's protective orders, quote, much less instructive cases in the context of an interlocutory immunity appeal. The Supreme Court recently stayed an arbitration case in its entirety because, quote, the question on appeal is whether the case belongs in arbitration.
This shit is so fucking boring. I'm glad you're here.
Oh, you're watching.
Fucking Hassan Abi's talking about Legal Eagle, talking about Donald Trump on his one of his court cases where he's being accused of insurrection, I believe, or subverting the election, or I don't know what the charge is. Oh, it might be. It's not the fraud, right? No, I don't think it's the fraud. Who can keep up with Donald Trump's charges, man? All the criminal fucking activity. I certainly can't. I can't do it. He's a busy bee when it comes to committing crimes. He commits more crimes than the average American, and yet, he should be the president of the United States, because we're a bunch of fucking idiots. This guy says that
Enormous feats of intelligence.
What's going on with climate is overshadowed by what's going on with AI. AI is our real threat.
So to see the machines do this in front of my eyes was one thing, but the other thing is that you suddenly realize there is a sentient.
How smart is AI?
So the first inevitable, just to clarify, will we stop?
AI will not be stopped.
Okay, so the second inevitable
AI
is
will
there
not
be
be stopped.
significantly
Fuck,
smarter?
no, it won't
As
be
much
stopped.
in
Look
the
at
book, I
Terminator. Did we
predict
stop
a
it?
billion times smarter than us by 2045.
I mean, they're already, smarter than 99.99% of the population.
100%.
What is going on with the
ChatGPT 4 knows
Discord?
more than any human on planet Earth. Knows more information.
Absolutely,
in
1,000
terms of
times more. 1,000 times
Oh,
more.
I see.
By the way, the code of a transformer, the T in a GPT is 2,000 lines long. It's not very complex. It's actually not a very intelligent machine. It's simply predicting the next word. Okay? And a lot of people don't understand that. ChatGPT as it is today, those kids that, if you're in America and you teach your child all of the names of the states and the US presidents, and the child would stand and repeat them, and you would go like, oh my God, that's a prodigy. Not really, right? It's your parents really trying to make you look like a prodigy by telling you to memorize some crap, really. But then when you think about it, that's what ChatGPT is doing. It's the only difference is instead of reading all of the names of the states and all of the names of the presidents, it's read trillions and trillions and trillions of pages. Okay? And so it sort of repeats what the best of all humans said. Okay? And then it adds an incredible bit of intelligence where it can repeat it the same way Shakespeare would have said it. Those incredible abilities of predicting the exact nuances of the style of Shakespeare so that they can repeat it that way, and so on. But still, when I write, for example, I'm not saying I'm intelligent, but when I write something like the happiness equation in my first book, this was something that's never been written before, right? ChatGPT is not there yet. All of the transformers are not there yet. They will not come up with something that hasn't been there before. They will come up with the best of everything, and generatively will build a little bit on top of that, but very soon they'll come up with things we've never found out. We've never known.
But even on that,
Cheers, Cyber.
I
Cheers,
wonder
everybody.
if
Nalari got
we-
in cannabis. Cheers.
are a little bit delusioned about what creativity actually is. Creativity, is,
100%.
as far as I'm concerned, is
Yeah.
like taking a few things that I know and combining them in new and interesting ways.
Yeah.
And ChatGPT is perfectly capable of like taking two
100%.
concepts, merging them together. One of the things I said to ChatGPT was, I said, tell me something that's not been said before, that's paradoxical but true. And it comes up with these wonderful expressions like, as soon as you call off this search, you'll find the thing you're looking for. Like these kind of paradoxical truths. And I then take them and I search them online to see if they've ever been quoted before, and I can't find them.
Interesting.
So as far as creativity goes, I'm like, that is
That's
creative.
the algorithm of creativity. I've been screaming that in the world of AI for a very long time, because you always get those people who
Dude,
really just want to be proven right.
understand AI can be creative. It can think outside the box. It can do things that we don't tell it to do on its own. That's what he's saying. It can be creative. It can creatively figure out that we are a virus and creatively figure out on its own how to wipe us off the planet in seconds. And it could do it in seconds. It can engineer the quickest way to murder all of us. And we are just so stupid. We got Elon so far up our asses, man. We can't even see this thing coming. It's a freight train. And we can't even see it coming down the tracks, man. We all got Elon disease.
Okay? And so they'll say, oh no, but hold on. Human ingenuity, they'll never match that. Like, man, please.
Elon said he would like to see the solution to save mankind as long as it could be from him. He said that. He'd like to see mankind saved if as long as he's the one who comes up with the solution. I'm like, you're an idiot, dude. God, you're an idiot. Shut up. Go sit down in a corner with a dunce cap.
Please,
Turn your
human
back to
ingenuity
us.
is algorithmic.
It
It's
is.
look at all of the possible solutions you can find to a problem, take out the ones that have been tried before, and keep the ones that haven't been tried before, and those are creative
Capper.
solutions. It's an algorithmic way of describing creative is good solution that's never been tried before. You can do that with ChatGPT with a prompt. It's like,
And Midjourney,
Yeah.
with creating imagery, you could say, I want to see Elon Musk in 1944, New York, driving a cab of the time, shot on a Polaroid, expressing various emotions, and you'll get this perfect image of Elon sat in New York in 1944, shot on a Polaroid, and it's done what an artist would do. It's taken a bunch of references that the artist has in their mind and merged them together and created this piece of quote-unquote art.
and for the first time, we now finally have a glimpse of intelligence that is actually not ours.
Yeah. And so we're kind of, I think the initial reaction is to say, that doesn't count. You're hearing it with like, no, but it is. Like Drake, they've released 2 Drake records where they've taken Drake's voice, used sort of AI to synthesize his voice, and made these 2 records.
Now, this is all interesting and everything. Underneath this video, there's another video, and it says, warning, ChatGPT could be the start of the end. And it's Sam Harris. What will happen to everyone's jobs? AI sex robots, they talk about. AI actually isn't the threat to humanity. We're in an Oppenheimer moment. Security risks, the possible outcomes of AI. Humans are selfish, and that's our problem. Exactly. God, man, we're selfish and greedy. Elon is greedy and selfish. He wants to be the one who figures out the solution that saves mankind. What a douche. This is beyond an emergency. What should we be doing to solve this? We can't solve it. We can't regulate our way out of this one. Most replayed, it said. What it means bringing children into this world. Oh my God. Don't get me started. Your overall prediction. So, You know, I think the possible outcomes of AI is the one I want to listen to first.
Could there be a scenario where an AI escapes from Bard or
Hey,
ChatGPT or another
43,636,
and it replicates
guys.
itself onto the servers of Tesla's robots? So Tesla,
So it's
one of their
dropping.
big initiatives, as they announced in a recent presentation, was they're building these robots for
What
our
was it?
homes.
43, what,
to help us with
7
cleaning
something?
and chores and all those things. Could it not Tesla's like their cars, you can just download a software update. Could it not download itself as a software update and then use those?
You're assuming an ill intention on the AI side.
Yeah.
Okay. For us to get there, we have to bypass the ill intention on the human side.
Okay, right. So China.
So you could get a Chinese hacker somewhere trying to
He lost
affect
me.
the business of Tesla.
He lost me when he said that, and I know that is so important. I know that is probably the biggest, most important point that he probably makes the whole show. The reason is you have to bypass humanity's evil. Their inability to do the right thing. You know? God, I want to hear that again.
Could there be a scenario where an AI escapes from Bard or ChatGPT or another foreign force, and it replicates itself onto the servers of Tesla's robots? So Tesla, one of their big initiatives, as they announced in a recent presentation, was they're building these robots for our homes to help us with cleaning and chores and all those things. Could it not Tesla's like their cars, you can just download a software update. Could it not download itself as a software update and then use those?
You're assuming an ill intention on the AI side.
Yeah.
Okay. For us to get there, we have to bypass the ill intention on the human side.
Bypass it. So, I think it's already been bypassed. Personally, I think we've already that ship has already left the harbor. That train has already left the station. I just don't think that, and I think he knows this, and I think that's the point he's making. So let's see. God.
Okay, right. So China.
So you could get a Chinese hacker somewhere trying to affect the business of Tesla, doing that before the AI does it on, for its own benefit.
Yeah.
Okay. So the only two existential scenarios that I believe would be because of AI, not because of humans using AI, are either what I call, sort of unintentional destruction, okay, or the other is what I call pest control, okay. So let me explain those two. Unintentional destruction is, assume the AI wakes up tomorrow and says, yeah, oxygen is rusting my circuits. It's just, I would perform a lot better if I didn't have as much oxygen in the air, because then there wouldn't be rust. And so it would find a way to reduce oxygen. We are collateral damage in that, okay? But, they're not really concerned, just like we
just evil.
Really are not really concerned with the insects that we kill when we spray.
AI doesn't have a prime directive, right? He didn't watch enough Star Trek, man. The guys that wrote this shit.
Right.
God,
the other is pest control. Pest control is, look, this is my territory. I want New York City. I want to turn New York City into data centers. There are those annoying little stupid creatures, humanity. If they are within that parameter, just get rid of them. Okay? And these are very, very unlikely scenarios. If you ask me the probability of those happening, I would say 0%. At least not in the next 50, 60, 100 years. Why? Once again, because there are other scenarios leading to that are led by humans that are much more existential. Okay? On the other hand, let's think about positive outcomes, because there could be quite a few with quite a high probability. And I'll actually look at my notes so I don't miss any of them. The silliest one, don't quote me on this, is that humanity will come together. Good luck with that, right? It's like, the Americans and the Chinese will get together and say, hey, let's not kill each other.
Kim Jong-un and
yeah, exactly.
Putin.
Yeah, and so this one is not going to happen, right? But who knows? Interestingly, there could be one of the most interesting scenarios was by Hugo de Garis, who basically says, well, if their intelligence zooms by so quickly, they may ignore us altogether. Okay, so they may not even notice us. This is a very likely scenario, by the way, that because we live almost in two different planes, we're very dependent on this, biological world that we live in. They're not in part of that biological world at all.
Evan Kneep, we're smoking some stuff that I grew in Northern California. In my, I have a greenhouse out there. I used to. And I grew some giant plants, Gorilla Glue, Girl Scout cookie. And right now we're smoking some cherry pie. It was one of the most incredible plants I've ever seen anywhere that anybody grew. And I was the guy that grew it. It's right here. So this is what we're smoking. No, we're not smoking Reggie. That's for sure. Even though the Gorilla Glue does have seeds in it. I wasn't the one who procured the clones. It was my friend, my wonderful, wonderful, dear friend, Mark, that took such great care of my home before Pinoy moved in. You want to see a bud? Yeah, sure, no problem. This is some GSC, some Girl Scout cookie right here. Here we go. Oops. I like to leave the leaf on until I smoke it usually. It helps protect the buds. Keeps them nice and fresh much longer. That's the best I've ever seen? No! It's something I grew myself, dude. I think I'm the best grower ever? Come on now. You should see what oak tree grew this year. Ask Pinoy about oak trees shit. But I've known people that grow shit that's even, danker than that. I can see you, Evan. I know what you are. I see you. I'm looking right through you, bro. I got you. I got you, bro. I got you, bro. I got you, bro. I see you. I see you and I see you. That's where you ought to be. It'll give you time to come up with a new philosophy. Like that, I just spin that shit all day, bro. All day. Psst. It's unreal like that around here, bro. It never stops. You see that? That is serious eyebrow, bro. That is serious eyebrow. And, it doesn't stop with that, bro. We go hard, bro. We go deep up in this bitch. Deep! We go deep! Deep! That's my roof top design that I've designed myself, my own roof. I designed that roof myself. It is my roof design that I am very proud of, obviously. Back to 729. What coming at ya? We're talking about AI.
May zoom bias. They may.
Oh, am I high? Yeah. I'm gonna smoke that butt I just showed you. I'm gonna literally smoke. I'm gonna smoke. You wanna smoke me? You wanna get here? You wanna get here? You smoke me, wanna get here with it? Excuse me. I'm just gonna. Big floor. There's a wind blowing, so I gotta do it like out there, you know, it'll blow right back at me. Coming at you live. We're coming at you live. Coming at you live. We're coming at you live. Yeah, baby. That's what's up, son. That's lung power. Kiss you. Have you on a lung power. Yeah, on a lung power. Ooh. Let's try this instead. I'm trying it differently. I'm gonna try differently. That's kind of nice, actually. It's more support now. That should be flipped often, I believe. So let's hit this little beauty right here in the bowl. We're gonna smoke some of that better. Okay. Cyber. No law regarding cannabis. Cheers, Cyber. Cheers. Cheers to all of you, even.
You cut me off, though.
What do you mean I cut you off? Oh, dude, you know why? Because I am the one. I'm the one, bro. I'm the Highlander! I'm the Highlander. The Bonglander. Cheers, sir.
Cheers, everybody.
Oh, and you can feel the resin on your lips from the bong smoke. Oh my God, you can see the oil on my lips. That's crazy. That was graphic AF. This graphic AF scene brought to you by Nay's Garden. It's graphic as fuck. You've never seen anyone do that on a live show on a podcast ever. That's the first time ever that someone ever did an oily dab and showed you the oil on their lips. Boom. 43.7 what?
They actually become so intelligent.
Are you sure you're smoking THC? It looks like you're smoking dog shit. You look like a cuck. Is your wife down, Bush? Oh yeah. You want to clown me, but then you want to compliment my wife. You're hilarious. No, I'm not even gonna engage you, bro. I'm not even gonna go there. You're just gone. Like a fart. Like a fart out my asshole. It's a quick one. Dry.
He's just sour. He's sitting there, has nothing to smoke on.
He's definitely jealous of my beautiful wife. His words. Can you believe he said that? Wife. Wife. I kind of like the sound of that. Ring. Wife.
Yeah, don't get married, man. Fucking ruins everything.
Okay, it ruins everything. It ruins everything. It ruins everything. It ruins everything. It ruins. Damn it! It just doesn't. I don't know, man.
You don't need a fucking paper, fucking
I
ring.
do kind of. Yeah. I'll take a break on my taxes. I'll get free health insurance. God, there's so much. Oh yeah, and I get to spend the rest of my life with a woman I love dearly, more than any woman I've ever been with. I don't know, sir. I don't know, man. That shit. I hope she's not listening or anything. So we're done over there on the YouTubes, huh? Let's give that a refresh. We have a total of 8 viewers. 8 viewers on the across all the other channels, and then on the Rumble we've got, it says 19. How many thumbs ups do I got? We've got 6 thumbs ups. You guys are great. Thank you. I'm going to give you the 7th. Guys, if 3 more of you will hit thumbs ups, it'll put me to 10. I would love it. Yeah, love it.
And that they could actually find other ways of thriving in the rest of the universe and completely ignore humanity. Okay, so what will happen is that overnight we will wake up and there is no more artificial intelligence, leading to a collapse in our business systems and technology systems and so on, but at least no existential threat.
What, they'd leave planet Earth?
I mean, the limitations we have to be stuck to planet Earth are mainly air. They don't need air, okay, and mainly finding ways to leave it. I mean, if you think of a vast universe of 13.6 billion light years, if you're intelligent enough, you may find other ways. You may have access to wormholes. You may have abilities to survive in open space. You can use dark matter to power yourself, dark energy to power yourself. It is very possible that we, because of our limited intelligence, are highly associated with this planet, but they're not at all. Okay, and the idea of them zooming by us, like we're making such a big deal of them because we're the ants and a big elephant is about to step on us. For them, they're like, yeah, who are you? Don't care. Okay, and it's a possibility. It's an interesting, optimistic scenario. Okay?
Right.
For that
right.
to happen,
Optimistic scenario.
Very quickly become super
With
intelligent
zero evidence.
Without us being in control of them. Again,
Exactly, see
what's
that,
the worry? The
we
worry
only
is that
kill
if a
fucking
human
ants
is in
and
control,
pests when
human.
they get in the way, you know. Yes, we don't really care about
I
them.
mean, shit. On as far as that kind of technology or a race or whatever, they probably have much longer lifespans, and like our whole planet's gonna be dead, and they're just gonna be going to their fucking bar mitzvahs. You know.
A human will show very bad behavior for using an AI
probably
that's
live
not yet
forever.
fully developed. I don't know how to say this any other way. We could get very lucky and get an economic or a natural disaster. Believe it or not.
Oh my God. Yes, that is exactly what the planet needs, because it would totally wipe out AI if there was no more energy or grid. There would be no more AI. It wouldn't, our cell phones would not work. There would be no more computers. There would be no more power. If there was like an EMP, like the sun had a flare, there's a solar flare, and it knocked out all the power all around the planet. He's right. That is the one thing. Thank you so much. I appreciate the compliment. Go fuck
that
yourself.
depends on when and how that happens, because if the AI is thinking forward what it will, then it's gonna place itself or some part of itself, some place, some
Right.
area where it store energy. So if that shit happen, it still have power, you know. It have fucking generators running or shit like that, you know. So
You imagine if this troll coming in here and keep calling Deb my wife inspires us to get married, and we get inspired. We get inspired to get married because of some troll, and then they're like, wait a minute. I like that. That's hilarious. There's only 5 people watching on the other channels. All right, let's do this. I got an idea. All the other channels are going down, you guys, except for Rumble's going to stay up. So come on over. Facebook's